Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm excited to share my 2023 setup. This is something that I've been contemplating, I've been thinking about, and I think I had like an epiphany a couple of weeks ago. And so what I did is start setting it up this past week, and I have not shown my current weeks because I'm in exactly one planner, but I will do a flip through next, but I really wanted to share this one first. So let's get started. This is a Chic Sparrow Buttered Rum Weeks cover. I don't want to lift it up because you see my light there, but this is an oldie but a goodie, and I love this cover. And this is the cover that I'll be using for now. And I am using I need to pull that out to the side. I am using a Sneaker Weeks. So basically, what's the difference between a regular Weeks and a Sneaker Weeks? Let me pull one over here from the side. So basically, and this is a mega. The Sneaker Weeks always comes in a mega. This is a regular Weeks, but if I were to take this hardcover off, peel it off, what I'm left with, that's what a Sneaker Weeks is. So some people say it's smaller. It's not really, I don't know. I don't consider it smaller because the pages are the same size. It just doesn't have a hardcover. And what they do is kind of like a card, I don't know if it's like a card stock. I don't want to call it a card stock, but it's pretty sturdy and it has like a film on it. So it's well protected. And let me show you some of my Sneaker Weeks from the past. So you'll see that, if you can see, this is from 2019, 2021, and this is 2020. And actually this is the same color as this one. It's funny. But these, and I've used them without covers, with covers, and they've held up pretty much. So I love using the Sneaker Weeks. This is my bullet journal. I've set it up as a bullet journal. I've been using a bullet journal since 2016. My system is basically a bullet journal with a little bit of Franklin Covey with a dash of GTD. That's kind of how I like to explain my system. I like to create my own planners, and so therefore I take different bits and pieces of different systems and then I incorporate it into one. So let's get started. Okay, so this is my bullet journal for 2023, and about a couple of weeks ago I was contemplating on how I wanted to fit a whole year in this Hobonichi Weeks, because this is the it starts from January through December, because they also have a spring edition. I don't have that one, but I was contemplating, and then one day, poof, it just, I don't know, it just came into my head. I'm thinking, I have created different stylogies like per quarter. So per quarter, I had like 3 months in a stylogy, and I've also had 6 months in a stylogy. And because I've been moving around between, creating my own system for a while, it dawned on me, why can't I just create, 6 months in this book, and then I ordered a second Sneaker Weeks, and I'm going to do 6 months here. So January through June will be in this one, and then July through December will be in this one. Now I have not set this up because that's going to be, take a while to do. So what I went ahead, and it's not 100% done, I would say it's 95% done. And so I'm just going to show you what I have. Okay, so in the beginning, I just like put stickers and my little pocket here, and that's generally the way I do it. And then here is, now a lot of it is, this is set up, it's the same as my current Hobonichi Weeks, except I did make some changes. So here is to buy, and this is always brain dump, this little post-it here. So here I don't decorate it with stickers or anything, but I do like to highlight. This is the English edition. This is the first time Hobonichi Weeks or Hobonichi has done that. And so I really, really like I don't know, it just looks, I don't know if it just looks cleaner or darker. I'm not sure, but I'm really enjoy that. And so I just put some stickers here. Here I'm just gonna put per quarter, kind of like big ticket items that I'm gonna focus on. Because I'm only using this for 6 months, I divided this tracker here. So from January to June, I'm going to track my social media, and that's what I currently do in my current weeks. Here on this side, I do I'm a caretaker for our neighbor. She's a senior. Actually, I'm helping someone else out. That's her full-time job. So I agreed to just take mornings to help take care of her. Monday through Saturday. And so here I'll just be keeping track of that for tax purposes. Now, here is the calendar. Now, what I did is I have another older Sneaker Weeks, and I pulled pages from the back because I have, you know, plenty of empty pages. And then I glued, let me see if I can get the glue here. I don't like using glue sticks because it stiffens my pages. So what I like to use is this. And this I bought at Hobby Lobby. I bought the refillable pack for like 10, you know, I think it was like $10. But when you glue on, you know, see how soft the pages are. And in my current weeks, I use glue stick, and I don't like that. So here I covered the December calendar, and this is going to be my yearly goal. So this I have not filled it out yet, and I probably will do this closer maybe in December. Here starts my January. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that my monthly calendar is on my phone. Everything that I would need is on my phone, but I like to transfer it over here because for memory keeping, I forgot to mention that in the beginning, part of my planning system is the other part is also memory keeping. That's really, really important to me. So whenever I create planners, it has to include memory keeping. And so what I do is I transfer things from my calendar on my phone to here. So I always have a record, a hard copy of, you know, what's been on my phone, because I think I went digital for like 2 or 3 years, and when I went back through my paper planners, I lost those 3 years because there's no way for me to replicate that. And so, and again, memory keeping is important, so this is why I keep this. So I just decorated just a little bit. There's January, February, and I'll probably decorate some more, but I just, you know, did this for now. And there's April, and I just used what I had. I did not, you know, buy anything. What I've been doing is really budgeting and really just using what I have. And other than the 2, you know, Hobonichi weeks that it will carry me through all of 2023, I don't plan to use anything else. And if I do go back to rings, I do have inserts for that already. So this is June. Now here, because this is the bullet journal, this is my future log. So I covered basically the July calendar, because in the Hobonichi weeks you have monthly calendars all the way through March of 2023, and I covered them all with paper. So here's my future log, January. So I have 2 months per page, and here's May through August, and then here's September through December. And then I like using specific monthly goals. I write really tiny, so I don't need like bigger pages than this. And if I do, I can just put a Post-it on it. So this is my January goals. And then these are my monthly tasks. So from my future log, I'll be transferring, basically taking the future log and organizing it by category. That's just the way my brain works, and that's the way I do best. And then from here, this will go into my dailies, which I will show you in a minute. So here's my tasks for the month of January. Anything that my daughter needs, you know, goals that I want her to work on. My youngest has already graduated from homeschool, but she is still home. Here's home, planner, church, YouTube, faith, and work. Those are my basic areas that I want to have goals in and complete things in. So and then that will continue through February. And I already put some washi. March, April, May, in June, and it will follow that same format that you just saw. So I had like 8 blank pages, and I have not taken these off, all these little post-its, because I was planning and counting the pages to make sure I had enough pages. I first put down post-its with little notes, and what I'm going to do is transfer all those post-its into here, just because, you know, that way I don't have to think about this, because all the pages will be replicated in my next 6, you know, Bujo number 2. So hopefully that made sense. So I had 8 blank pages here, and I was thinking, what is it that I want to accomplish this year? And that's scripture memorization. So, or 2023, I'm starting to work on now, but something that I want to continue. So here I will keep track of my scriptures that I want to memorize. Now, I'm not going to, you know, like write things out to memorize them. I'm just going to put the scripture that I'm working on, and then I have another notebook. Actually, I have another weeks that I have here that I can use to write them out every day to help me memorize. My goal is to memorize 1 scripture a week. So there's about 8 pages here, and I will document which ones I will memorize. So, and then here starts the planner, January of 2023. I accidentally whited out. I had whited this, just the dates off, and I know it looks messy here, but that doesn't bother me. But I accidentally went too fast, so I had to rewrite January 1st. So then here's my planner, and this is what the weeks looks like. And then it goes all the way through the end of June, and then here starts my note pages. So basically these weeklies here, and what I did is I just put white out on the dates, and I'm just going to use these for notes, for whatever notes. And this is just scrapbook paper that I had. These are some old stickers that I had, and some washi. Everything is from my stash. And I'm not going to buy anything new. These stickers that I have in the front, these are just some vinyl stickers. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. And these I had in my stash also. So anyway, I just wanted to decorate a little bit. This is what drew me, just to divide between my calendar and my note pages. Now my note pages, these are just the amount of days that I had and the weekends that I had. And so I had to, you know, kind of figure that out. And that's how I divided. And I'll show you in a minute here. So I have about 88 pages for notes. Now, notes could mean journaling. If there's a special holiday that, I don't know, like a birthday maybe, that I need extra pages to document and put pictures in, then that's what these pages will be for. I'm not going to keep any list in here, because actually the list that that I do have in my current bullet journal, I really don't even use them. And if I do, it's once or twice a year. So what I'm going to do is going to transfer all that information that I need and put them in my rings as a resource. So if I do need to look up anything up, this doesn't leave my home, so I have my rings right next to me, and I can, you know, better utilize these pages. So, okay, so I counted and I made sure I had enough pages there, and it does go into my notes section, but I covered, oh, right here. So this is the end of the year, and I covered the notes pages that says notes with paper, so it just continues. I got a little glue there in the corner. Okay, so let me go here. Okay, so what I did is I counted from back to front the pages that I needed, and then I had to think about what did I want to include in the back area of from what I currently have. So I do want to continue with my 9 pillars, and my 9 pillars, and I know I've had many questions throughout the years. My 9 pillars is just, it's somebody that I followed years ago on YouTube, and I just went to search for her video because I wanted to link it, but she changed them all to private. So you can no longer access, or I can no longer access those videos. So anyway, what she did is, this is a 9 pillars of a balanced life. So when she was going to counseling, this is something that she shared in her journal, that the counselor said, you know, encouraged her to have something in each area every month, because that helps us to really be balanced in you know, in these areas. So let me just explain. So family time, leisure, me time, friends, exercise, time with my husband, work, contribution, and growth. So basically, in order for someone to be balanced in every area, that all these areas should have a little something. So an example would be, my family time is always filled in that, and I love that. Leisure and me time, I always have stuff in there. Lately, I haven't been doing that, so I really need to start doing just a little bit. So let's say this is January. So let's say in December, friends was empty. Then I know in January, I kind of want to reach out to some friends and possibly, you know, go for some coffee or something. That's just to help give a bird's eye view of what areas, you know, I probably need to work on. It's not a taskmaster. It's just like a visual to know, make sure that I'm a little, I don't lose sight of the important areas of my life. Hope that made sense. If you have questions, just put them in the notes section. So I have February, and what I like to do here is I like to put a quote. I will probably be putting scriptures that are specific to self-care. And this is April, May, June, and June. Remember, this is 6 months, so I only have, so everything that I have here, I will replicate in my new bullet journal. So this is my monthly index, and this is from Franklin Covey. I know Bullet Journal also does that, but this, I got this from, I've been doing Franklin Covey for many, many years. And so I will put from my daily activities, I would put the high level activities that I want to remember here. Here are just some highlights that from my day that I really want to remember. Sometimes if there was like a storm or something in the news happen, or just something I want to remember, I will put it here, outside of here. This is my currently. I always have this. I've been having this for years in my planner. What I'm currently planning, eating, drinking, you know, things like that. What I'm watching on YouTube, anything I'm celebrating. I just love to keep track of that. So each month contains 4 pages. So you have I have my monthly index, my currently, and then I have my gratitude. So I already have it for January. And then my gratitude for my husband. And it follows the same format. So this is February. And then as I get closer, I will, you know, fill it out. This is March. This is April. This is May and June. And then starts my dailies. So when I show you my current my current weeks, it's like all over the place, but I have a system. This one is better organized, and so what I wanted and what I was missing was my dailies, because my weekly will have my weekly schedule. It will have my weekly schedule, and the way I have it set up now, I know exactly how I want to use my pages, and I will show that in my next video, because I will do a flip through of my current weeks, and that it will help to explain it more. So basically, I just put appointments here. I block this column here, and I just put, you know, things that I want to accomplish at home. And then here, for each line item that connects here, I do like stickers, like of high level items that I want to keep track of or remember, kind of like memory keeping in sticker form. It's not a big area. It's just a little, you know, so that's doable. I can do that. What I was trying to do before is have these large elaborate spreads, and I got burnt out and I just really didn't have the time. So just doing, you know, 3 or 4 stickers for per day, I can do that. And so here starts my dailies. And then I have a day per page, and this follows the Franklin Covey format. So let me get my pen. So, and if you've been following me for a while, this is exactly the same format that I had in my Stalogies for years. And up here, I would put like important information or anything faith related that I want to remember. Lately, I've been putting, if I babysit my grandbaby, I just been putting it there. Any important information goes up here. Bills go on this corner here. Date and the weather, I used to put here next to the date, but in my current bullet journal, I have it in my weeklies. So I'm still debating whether I want to keep it in my weeklies or put it in my dailies. And then down here is my water intake. Oh, that's the one I forgot to do. But I haven't done that because in my current weeks here, let me just show you what my page looks like. In my current weeks, see, I have my water intake here and the dates. So, I mean, the weather, I'm still debating, so I don't want to get ahead of myself in that area. So by the end of December, I should have it figured out. And if I do, I'll just put, just a little blue. Let me show you here. I just use these Crayola Super Tips, and I just put, you know, 8 dots like that. And that takes care of my water intake. This is my timed events from 6 a.m. through 10. And I put my appointments and my husband's on the left, and from the middle to the, you know, to the right, I put my daughter's appointments. This is for any social media or YouTube that I watch or shows, and I just like to keep track of that. This is for my daughter, anything that she does, bakes, cooks, has to go to work, any events, that's for there. That's again for memory keeping. And in this little section here, I put like main things that I need to do, kind of like little reminders. Like on Monday, I have to make sure that I wash out my pet's water bowl, and I do a weigh myself because I'm on Weight Watchers. So that's my, you know, my weigh-in day is Monday. So every Monday, let me see if I can have it here. Actually, I haven't written that out, but every Monday I'll have that in this area here. So those are just little reminders for me. And then here from the bottom up, I rapid log anything that happened in the day. This is my memory keeping. And these are again via rapid logging, just like the bullet journal. And then from here, I keep track of my tasks. I don't keep them in my weeklies because I don't have enough room. That's what I was missing. And I really don't want to use a separate little notebook. Sometimes I can. I've been using, you know, just a little spiral notebook, but I really want to just keep it all in one. And so this is some place that I can keep track of my tasks. So I can take items from all my monthly tasks into my dailies, you know. And so yeah, so that's what my pages look like. So I have all the dates, and then in my current bullet journal, it's a mess because I did this last minute and I used a lot of my pages, and so everything's messy, but I know where everything's at. So here it's very, you know, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sundays on one page because I really don't need a whole page per, you know, for the weekend. And I have all of, or the 6 months rather, and then Saturday and Sunday, and that's the way it goes all the way through June 30th. And then there's some pages back here that had some information on it, like here. I don't know if you can see it, but so here I just covered it with paper just to get some extra sheets because I really don't, even though they're in English and I can read them now, I really don't need them for anything. And this just gave me some extra pages. And so here's through June 30th. And this is my 100, and what I did is instead of using the 100, I'm using the 1 through 50 for 6 months. This is my YouTube. This is where I will put like the specific names of my YouTube videos that I make. This first, I had to white it out, and then I renumbered it from 1 to 25 on each column. This is for the books of the Bible that I plan to read, just to keep track. And then here are my scriptures that I plan to memorize, you know, 1 per week. That's the best way I can use my, because this is how I currently use it for my, I keep track of my YouTube videos. But here I'm only using this for 6 months. And then here is my favorite things. This is something that's in the English one, and I didn't want to cover it because I thought, you know, I can fill some of this in, but I really do this in my currently in the beginning of my planner, you know, with my index. Let me see, my currently here, so it's kind of redundant. So I don't know, I just left that there for now. I may cover that up in this in case I need extra pages. And here I always have Post-its in the back. Here is a 365 days checkoff sheet. It's like a tracker. I don't have any plans for that, but if I do, it's there. And the very back, I just have, again, Post-its and Post-its. And sometimes if I need a pen test, I will use, you know, like this page here, probably leave it like that so I can use it for a pen test. Usually, hold on. Yeah, I have a GTD like flow sheet that I need to, you know, tip in there, and I always glue in this little pocket here from Target. And what I do is there's a bullet journal sheet, and I usually keep that there, and I usually keep like a 6-inch ruler like this, and I keep it back there. But I will transfer all that out of my current bullet journal when I'm done. And then I never decorate the back. And that is it. And then, let me pull you out a little bit. And so what I plan to do, my husband has a vinyl machine, and I'm going to put like, I want him to make me like white vinyl stickers and put 2023 and book 1, like BK1. And then when this is set up, I'll put 2023 BK2, so book 2. So this will be, you know, I don't foresee this getting really chunky because I'm a very functional planner. And although I love the chunkiness of my current weeks, I put a lot of stickers in here that I know that I don't plan to do this year, just because I want to keep this, you know, memories. Now I will put pictures and some stickers in there, just like I did here. And if it gets some chunk, that's okay. Like here, because I do like to use washi and, you know, just decorate it a little bit. But it's mainly a functional planner. And again, if I need to do memory keeping, I have these 80 pages or 88 pages. I think it's 88 or 82. It's either 82. I can't read my number right now. I'm thinking it's 82. But anyway, I have over 80 pages. And yeah, so I'm really enjoying this. And I can, you know, this is very, it wasn't easy to figure this out in the beginning, because once I figured it out, now it's pretty easy. And I can easily replicate this, you know, for July through December. But I can take my time with that and decorate it, you know, as much, and learn from any changes that I want to do here. I can make them here. But other than that, that's all I have. And I wanted to share that I'm using 2 sneaker weeks for 2023. January through June in this book, and July through December in this book. And if you have any questions, please leave them below. I love to answer questions, and I love the interaction. But thank you so much for watching my video, if you held out this long. And again, if you have questions, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.